so exciting that your girl fell and sprained her ankle, but we're not going to talk about that. That's another story for another day. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Dot, the founder and creator of PressedBaeNailCo, a community for nail enthusiasts, beginner nail technicians, and DIYers. So excited you're here. If you clicked on this video, you either want to start your own nail supply business or you just want the tea on how I started mine. And either way, I'm so glad you're here. Like I said, this is a community, so pull up a chair and let's have a little chit chat. Today, I just want to give you a little glimpse into what it took for me to start this business and how you can start yours if that's what you want to do. So let's hop right on in. So the first thing that I did was to do industry research, and this was extremely important. I didn't just do industry research on the nail business. I did research on the beauty industry as a whole, as well as just businesses. How did successful businesses launch their brands? So that was extremely important for me to see what was in the market, so I could know how I was going to be different. So that brings me to number 2, which was to develop my brand identity. So how did I want my brand to be perceived to my customers? So that included my brand position, what was going to make me different than what was already in the market, and my brand aesthetic. How did I want my brand to look? So just a little fun fact, my birthday is in February, so my birthstone is purple. So voila. So that's how we came to the brand aesthetic. I wanted the brand to be something that definitely represented who I was, but also to be appealing to my customers. So purple is a very girly color, very beauty-ish color, so I knew it would resonate with my audience. So that was how I built my brand identity. Of course, I got my name, PressedBaeNailCo. So that brings me to number 3, which is to do all of your legals. And y'all, please don't skip this step. You do not want to have a business out here not legitimate in these streets, okay? It's not good. It's not good at all. And this is actually the easiest part of the entire process. So that's doing your LLC, your EIN number, as well as your business account. So it is very important to do that. You do not want Uncle Sam knocking on your door like, where my money? And then that could make your whole business fold. So you want to make sure you do all of those things from the beginning. And like I said, it's the easiest part of the entire process. A plus B definitely equals C. A lot of these other things take a lot of thought, take a lot of preparation, but that is something that quick and easy, okay? So that was number 3. Number 4 was to set a budget, and this is extremely important, so you know what you can and cannot do. So for me, I knew that I wanted my brand to come out looking a certain way from the beginning. So I knew I had to have a large budget. So for me, I took a full year to plan my business and to also get my coins up, okay? So my budget was a little bit bigger because I knew what I wanted my brand to do. And it wasn't the biggest because there were still some things that I could not do, a lot of things that I could not do. So definitely want to set your budget from the beginning so you can have expectations on what you can and cannot do. And you can start to see from the beginning, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I might be able to do that. I'm gonna have to cut that. So very important to set a budget. And this budget doesn't just include inventory. It also includes any business supplies, any marketing, and any legal stuff. So getting an LLC does cost money, and you want to put that within your budget. So definitely important to set a budget. The 5th thing that I did was to develop a project plan. So coming from corporate America, I knew I had to have some type of project plan in place so I could actually launch on time when I wanted to do so. So I would always suggest to start with your launch date and work your way back. So, okay, if I want to launch in 6 months, this is what I need to do up until then. If I want to launch in 1 year, this is what I need to do up until then. So very important to set a project plan. Mine was extremely detailed and extremely busy. I had a tab for every single thing. I did it in Excel, so it was very busy. Yours doesn't have to be as detailed as mine, but you do want to have something just so you are meeting those milestones, meeting those markers, so you do stay on track. So that was number 5, to do your project plan. If you have any questions for that, please just let me know. Number 6 was to start to find my vendors. And y'all, This was the most stressful part of this entire process, and honestly, I hated it. Okay, just being honest with y'all, I really hated it, but it was well worth it. And there were 3 things that really made it difficult for me. So those were quality, MOQ, aka minimum order quantity, as well as pricing. So first thing with quality, a lot of these companies market themselves high quality, and then you get the sample and it's complete trash, basura, like it's just not good. So I knew I was not going to launch my brand with a product that was not top quality. So that is something that was an obstacle for me. The second thing being MOQ. So a lot of these companies will say you have to order 10,000, 50,000, and you're like, sis, I don't even know if my target audience wants this particular product. Like when building a brand, you think you know what people want, but you might not always know what people want. So I was definitely not comfortable buying 50,000 of one thing when I hadn't even launched yet. So MOQ was definitely an obstacle for me. And number 3 was pricing. So that's kind of MOQ. If you want me to buy 50,000 of these, the price is going to be very high, and the shipping cost is also going to be very high. And I told you to set a budget for a reason, sis. Stick to that budget because it is very important in the long run for you to meet your financial goals that you set that budget in the beginning. So that was looking for vendors, but I'm so excited to let y'all know that I finally found a group of vendors that I'm so excited to work with. They are so, we build a good rapport with each other, so I'm so happy. They have top quality. I'm comfortable with the MOQ, and the price is pricing, fitting within my budget. So very, very, very excited. So it can happen, and it will happen for you, sis, but you have to just take your time and make sure that when you're talking to these vendors, you are asserting yourself as a dominant figure, so they know that you mean business, okay? And if you can negotiate, try to negotiate. Most of them ain't buying it, but you can try. And like I said, I built a good rapport with all of my vendors. I'm so excited to work with them. One of them even follows me on Instagram, which I think is so cute. They check up on me. How is business going? I'm like, we haven't launched yet, but it's going good. But I just think that I like that. I like that they do that. So I would say when looking for vendors, it can be difficult, but don't give up. Of course, like everyone says, start with Alibaba, AliExpress, Amazon, and even just Google. That's where you can find most of what you need. Google is a great source of information, so don't be afraid to just Google. And I spent hours. It took me almost 7 months to get my full list of vendors, so it will take some time, but don't give up. You will find what you are looking for. So that brings me to number 7, which is the funnest part of this entire journey for me. This is what I was looking forward to the most, and I knew it was going to be so fun, and that was setting up my space. So for me, I knew when I came into my space, I wanted it to feel inspirational. I wanted to be motivated. I wanted to pack these orders, create this content, take some videos for y'all. Like I knew how I wanted to feel when I came into my space. So this was a really, really, really exciting part for me. So exciting that your girl fell and sprained her ankle. But we're not going to talk about that. That's another story for another day. But this was just so exciting for me. If you don't follow us on TikTok, make sure you do that. That's where I gave all of the details on the transformation of the room. It was a lituation. Purple Gang was heavy in the comments. And it was just really exciting to see that positive response from something that I had worked so hard to do. And for you, setting up a space might not be that important. So this is something that you don't have to put into your budget, or not a large piece of it in your budget. But for me, I knew what I wanted, so I put it in my budget early on, so I could create what I wanted. So that was very important for me. So, but aside from just the inspiration and the motivation of it, I also wanted to be really organized. So I wanted to go to something. When it's time to ship, I wanted to go straight to it. Like, bit back, packages out the door. Like, that's what I wanted for my business. I knew I'm naturally a stressful person. So I knew I didn't want to be stressed out about anything like that. So organization was key for me. So that was number 7. And number 8, y'all, is the step that I am in right now, which is final launch prep and marketing. And this is something, a space that's very, very new to me, but I'm really excited. I've done a ton of research on this as well. I'm excited to share these products with y'all. They are so bomb, and they'll definitely help you on your nail journey. I've been using them for the past few months, and I can say that I have gotten extremely better with my application and things like that when it comes to doing nails. So y'all in for a treat. And this channel is really all about building a community. So if you want to join the fam, please like and subscribe. My goal is 1K subscribers before launch day. Stay tuned for when exactly that is. I'll be dropping the launch date very, very soon. So I'm excited for you all to get that information as well. And this channel is also going to be a lot of behind the scenes of PressedBaeNailCo packaging orders. I'm going to try to do some vlogs for y'all. I'm really not a camera person, but I'm going to try. I really just want to show y'all this journey. So if you can get inspired to do it yourself, if that's what you want to do. So like I said, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on all socials. The link to our store will be in the description box. And y'all in for a treat. Y'all come join this party, because y'all in for a wild ride. But until next time, thank you so much and peace out.